number 42 from Brazil.
We're coming at you from the Verizon Center in beautiful Washington, D.C. as the Wizards prepare to take the court. This is the last stop for the Raptors before returning to Toronto. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now.
Get up. You're going in. Here we go.
For Jonas Valanciunas, Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Vasquez in for Terrence Ross. So for Toronto right now, Johnson is out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Vasquez. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. Vasquez kicks to DeRozan. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And that's now 7 points for DeMar DeRozan. Chris Humphries has checked in for the Wizards. Smooth comes in for Bradley Beal.
Over the last month, let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA rankings. 3rd in field goal percentage, 3rd in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
Well, to me, the name of the game is putting the ball in the basket when all is said and done. And you look at those shooting numbers that you just talked about, Clark, that makes this team really difficult to defend. They're getting smart offensive possessions time and time again. And when you get high percentage shots and you knock them down, you're going to be tough to beat.
John Wall is 6'4", with a 39-inch vertical leap and long arms to boot, is an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
Pass to Smooth. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Hansbrough. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Suns.
They ran away with that game, Kevin, mostly thanks to their play at the offensive end.
That's exactly right, guys. There was crisp movement by the players and the ball throughout that game, and they got a lot of high-quality shots as a result.
And while we have a chance to do so, let's take a look at some of the numbers for John Wall. Averaging about 19 points, 9 assists, and better than 2.5 steals. And when you think about the sorts of plays he makes on the ball, defending, using those quick hands to take the ball away, generating all.
They're going with a whole new group out there now. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Patterson comes in for James Johnson. Ross is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's DeRozan in for Kyle Lowry. Smooth, he's in at shooting guard. Pierce and Nene filling up the forward spots. Gortat is out there with Bradley Beal. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, DeMar DeRozan with great size at the shooting guard position. Recently, he's looked to exploit that advantage in the post. He said, quote, I look at guys like Kobe, and as they started to get older, they got better in the low block. I looked at it as, quote, if I get better at it now, that's going to be a benefit for me later. Guys, he's already seeing the dividends paid. Getting
close range buckets and getting to the line, Doris. That's helping his efficiency. Thanks.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Nene against Patterson. Beal from long range. That's good. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Raptors leading by 5. Well, the Toronto Raptors, guys, looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance, perhaps, to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
Now the pass to Smooth. It's Pierce on the wing. Beal from long range. Rebound by the Raptors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense. And you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995. It was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Tyrannosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
Here's Smooth. DeRozan defending. That drops. Smooth's got his first bucket of the night. Raptors leading by 7.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake at a lot of their games sitting courtside. They had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
John Wall's checked in. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Raptors. They lead by 12. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with a bit of a cushion here. How do you...
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. If things are going to change next half, we have to get our guys in the low post more involved. Let's get better entry passing, and let's get our elbows.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Ross in at the small forward spot. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Pierce. Coaches looking for things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Williams dishes to Ross. The 11-footer. Up again. Here's Valanciunas. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's Pierce on the wing. Passes it to Smooth. 6 to shoot. And it's good from the elbow.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Toronto leading by 5. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Comes up empty down low.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. That sends Patrick Patterson to the free throw line. That's on Marcin Gortat. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here. Washington making some changes. Humphries comes in for Nene. And Rasul Butler's subbed in for Paul Pierce. And Toronto also making a switch. Vasquez, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Wizards trail by 8. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Williams with the block.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Butler passes to Smooth. Now Humphries inside. Tipped away. Taken away by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Floats one. Rebounded by the Wizards. Humphries has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside, Wall. Pass to Smooth. And And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint. They're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Wizards making a switch here. Serafin's checked in. Hansbrough's checked in for Toronto. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Here's Hansbrough, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Tyler Hansbrough, known as Psycho T back in North Carolina. Big-time banger, seeks contact offensively, and draws a lot of fouls, too.
And Hansbrough single-minded offensively, and I don't mind to the end to score.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smooth in at shooting guard. Kevin Serafin is out there with Humphries. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. You know, we stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time, Kyle. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve...